Hi everybody, today I'm going to be doing the TTC tag. It was my original plan for my first video. Every time I see one of these, I think it's such a cute way to kind of break the ice and kind of give everybody who's watching a little bit more information about what's going on. It unfortunately did not end up that way. I ended up just doing kind of like an introduction vlog, a little bit of backstory, but I still want to do the tag, so we'll go ahead and get started. And I apologize if I keep looking off to the side. It's because I have all the questions written down in front of me. What is your name and age? My name is Ashley and I am 24. Next month I will be 25, unfortunately. What is your marital status? I am married. Next month will be our 3-year wedding anniversary, and this year we'll celebrate being together for 7 years. We still do celebrate our first date. What is your significant other's name and age? His name is Matthew and he is 30. How long have you been trying to conceive? We officially this month, January 2015, is 2 years since we decided to start a family. It hasn't been necessarily 24 cycles. I've had a couple of wonky cycles in the past, but it has been 2 years since we officially decided to start a family. What child would this be and how many do you want? It would be our first child for both of us. We kind of go back and forth about how many kids we want to have, and the longer I try and the more I learn, my personal number kind of changes as well. He wants 3. He grew up in a family of 3. I've always kind of wanted like 4 or 5 or 6. But you know, I just kind of, as you mature and you kind of learn what kind of budget you're going to be looking at in the future for your family, you kind of come up with a more realistic number. So I think we probably might settle on the 3 or maybe 4 number if I can get him. Let's see, do you have any medical issues that would prevent you from conceiving? Currently, I have been diagnosed with PCOS and I have insulin resistance. Those two things kind of go hand in hand and they feed each other. The worse your insulin levels are, the worse the PCOS presents itself. And of course, the worse your PCOS is, the harder it is to control your insulin levels. So those are the 2 issues that we're handling right now. I am seeing new doctors and they're running new tests. So hopefully there's not anything else, but in the coming year, we'll hopefully find out. That way we can get a handle on them. Are you on any medications? Currently, no, I'm not taking any medications. We're kind of taking a break from that. I did do 5 rounds of Clomid and those were unmonitored, so they were kind of not so good. So we're taking a break from all of that. I am completely open to taking other medications as long as my insurance covers it. Do you use OPKs and how many do you have in stock? I do use OPKs. I'm not completely consistent with cycles of using them, but when I do use them, I do use them consistently. I don't have any in stock. I am, when I get tests, whether they're OPKs or pregnancy tests, I use them. I use them to death. And when my cycle's over, there's not any left. I don't have a stash or a stock anywhere. If I did, it's not possible. I can't. I can't hoard these things. I have to use them right away. Are you crazy about taking pregnancy tests? Yes, not as crazy as I used to be. Before I was really educated about what was going on with my body and cycles and, you know, implantation and your luteal phase. I unknowingly just test. You know, it doesn't matter what cycle day I'm at. If I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant. And now that I know a little bit more and am more familiar with my body, I try not to take OPKs until I'm at that point in my cycle, and I try not to take pregnancy tests until it's a reasonable number of days since I've ovulated. You know, I obviously know that I'm not going to get a positive at like 3 DPO or anything. How many pregnancy tests do you take a day? I usually start about 9 DPO. I take 1 a day until I get really close to AF, and then I kind of do 2 or 3 a day, depending on my symptoms. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm not pregnant, you know, don't even bother. And then other times I'm like, this is it, this is the time, you know, so I take a bunch. But the earliest DPO that you test, I always start at 9. I never start earlier than 9. Like I said, now that I'm more educated about my body and what's really happening and how the whole process works, I know better than to take anything before 9 DPO. Do you live on YouTube, and are you obsessed with watching live pregnancy tests? I do live on YouTube. It's become an issue. I watch it sometimes 3-4 hours at a time. It's really quite ridiculous, but you just kind of get into this space where you're watching one video and the next thing you know you're watching another video about something completely different. I originally started you know, kind of obsessing over YouTube when I was learning how to cut my own hair and color my own hair and do, you know, how-to videos and make, you know, do crafts. And then I got tired of Googling my symptoms for TTC, and I got tired of using Baby Center and asking questions that people weren't answering. So I thought, I want some real stuff. So I started YouTubing my symptoms and YouTubing my issues that I was having. And that's when I got really kind of like deep into it. So yeah, and live pregnancy tests, definitely, who doesn't? I mean, I love the surprise, not so much the disappointment, but when somebody really is, especially if I've been following their full journey, it's really awesome. So do you wait till your missed period to take a pregnancy test? That question's kind of obviously not. I said I started testing at 9 DPO, so I do not wait till AF. I am not patient enough. I just can't. No, even if, you know, I can't, you know. Let's see. Do your family or friends know that you are trying to conceive? They do know. They don't know the depth of it. They don't know, you know, the real issues that we're having. They don't know about my doctor's appointments or really how we feel. It's just kind of, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, where's the baby at? And we're like, oh, you know, it's coming. And, you know, so we've just kind of been nonchalant when it comes to speaking to family and friends. Like I said in my previous video, it's kind of, can be a dark place, and you get really tired of people saying to you things like, oh, it'll happen when it's time, and just don't think about it, relax, you'll have a baby whenever, you know, you're ready. And I'm just like, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of people telling me that. I'm tired of people telling me that, you know, it'll happen when it'll happen. If it was gonna happen when it was gonna happen, it would have been, you know, first year. I don't know. I kind of feel like keeping it private and not being judged. So, do you want a boy or a girl? That's another thing, that the older I get and the longer that we try, it kind of goes back and forth in my mind. I originally, you know, want a girl. I think every woman wants a little girl and every man wants a little boy. But now it's come down to, I just want a baby. I want it to be healthy. I want it to have 10 fingers and 10 toes. And if it's a boy, it's a boy. If it's a girl, it's a girl. I plan on having more than one, so hopefully I can get one of each. My husband, he really wants a little girl, surprisingly. He even has a name picked out, and so hopefully he gets what he wants, and then we'll kind of both get what we want. How long will you try before giving up? I don't think you can ever really give up. I mean, I get discouraged, I get down. You know, I've had some points where I was like, you know, this sucks, you know, like why? Like let's just not even, you know, especially after AF comes, you are just, you know, sad and you want to give up, but I don't think you ever really can. I mean, even if you said, that's it, I'm not having children, I can't. Once you've started this journey, you will always, you know, be keeping an eye on when you're ovulating and when you're not. And is your spouse, so the final question is your spouse on the same page as you? I believe he is. If he's not, he's done a really good job at convincing me otherwise. He at first was a little skeptical. He kind of wanted to wait until we had more money, until we were, you know, a little bit further in our careers. But I think he really does. And if he doesn't, then he better tell me, because I'm going through all of this for the two of us. So yeah, we're on the same page. And I thank everybody for watching. I had a lot of fun with it. I did have to film it like 10 times because my dog, if you can hear him whining, will not leave me alone. He wants to go out, he wants to come in, he doesn't want the door shut, he doesn't want the door open. He is driving me flipping nuts. So I apologize for any noise that he is making, but I just kind of had to cut him off. And I hope everybody has a great day, and hopefully the next video will be up super soon. So bye.